Hello everyone, friends. Today is the 1st of November 2025. We are at the site of our K-Village project in the Nusa Dua location, and I welcome you to the first official video report. Let's see how we are preparing for the start of construction work, how we are preparing the site, and how we are accordingly carrying out the zero cycle of work. First, a few words about how we prepare the construction site. We have already built a bedding. Yes, this is a place where the workers live. Yes, this is the building. Then we got this kind of a change house. Here, if you pay attention, there is an outlet for an air conditioner. Here it is. There's electricity, there's everything. This is our change house for the engineering staff. That is, there are accordingly 2 windows with a direct view of the construction site so that everything can be controlled and monitored, so that nothing is out of sight. Let's probably go in there. There will be several workplaces here. The main planning meetings will be held here several times a week, and accordingly, the entire engineering staff will be located here. Let's go to the construction site and see what work has already been done. So now we are actively in the zero cycle of work. We initially have a rather complex terrain. That is, the entire plot has such a rather complex shape. There are some very low points, some very high ones, and the project provides for bringing all this to several levels. Yes, that is, we will have something like terracing. There will be 3 main levels. Here, the one closer to the water will be the lowest. To, it turns out, our right hand, it will be the highest with a view. This is exactly where we have the zone where limestone is now being poured, where the highest zone is. Here will be the most expensive villas with the most stunning views. You can already see the ocean view from the ground. In general, it will be even better from there. Here we will go up a few more meters. On the site, even at the stage of preparatory work, we of course conducted a geological survey. According to the geology, we have rocky soil, so according to the calculation, we do not need to do some very deep excavation of the soil and its replacement here. Therefore, we simply cut off the fertile layer here, and on top we already do the backfilling with limestone to bring the entire plot to the required marks. So we've established the main level plane. You can, I think, look at the plot and see that it's generally quite flat now, right? And now we're conducting geodetic surveys. Why is this done? We have a project plan that specifies all the design elevations, right? And we're checking to see how well this current plane aligns with the project design. We'll make some minor adjustments, maybe cut a little here, add a little there, to bring it completely in line with the project. And after that, we'll be able to start preparing to pour the foundations. Also, with the help of these geodetic surveys, if you pay attention, you'll see these stakes placed all over the site. Yes, we're now marking out all the coordinates on the ground, where the villa will be located, where the internal driveways and pathways will be. So this is all in accordance with how it will look when the project is finished, right? So for example, here's one villa. See, 1 stake, 2, 3, 4. Also take a look at the boundaries of the plot. We have these trenches here. As a reminder, we're going to be building a pretty high wall here. From its lowest point, it will be about 4 meters high. Yes, and so all this soil, which will be another 4 meters up, it needs to be retained somehow. That's why here in the trench, we'll do the prep work and then pour a large monolithic wall with braces along the entire perimeter of the plot in order to, withstand the lateral pressure from all this soil. And please note, this wall won't be made of stone, Sometimes here in Bali, they just build them out of these boulders. They just gather them, smear them with some kind of mortar, and that's it. This is going to be a large monolithic retaining wall that can definitely withstand the lateral pressure from such a large volume of soil. All right, friends, thank you all for following our construction work on the K-Village project in Nusa Dua. I think next time we'll be back with a report after the completion of the preliminary groundwork and when we start preparing the foundations. Thanks, everyone.